Breaking news in Moneta, Virginia now. Authorities say the gunman who shot and killed 2 journalists during a live morning newscast is dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. That's according to the Augusta County Sheriff's Office. The general manager of WDBJ confirmed their deaths on the air earlier today.
Our Anita Blanton is live now in the newsroom. And Anita, police started chasing that gunman earlier today.
Yes, Don and Katie, and there have been plenty of developments. So let's start with the fact that we learned the suspect's name, and police say that he took his own life, as you said, after a confrontation with police on Interstate 66 in the small town of Linden. And that's near Front Royal and south of Winchester, for some perspective there. He is a 41-year-old Vester Flanagan. He went by Bryce Williams on the air. He is a former reporter at WDBJ. Augusta County authorities say that he was last seen in a 2009 silver or gray Ford Mustang. That's what they were looking for with the Virginia license plates, and had been considered armed and dangerous. As police searched for him and for a possible motive for this tragic shooting, Vester Flanagan's social media accounts had been very active and may have given a window into what took place this morning. This is a still frame of some of what's been put out from his Twitter account recently. You can see that one tweet says, "Adam went to HR on me after working one time," speaking of Adam Ward, the now deceased photographer. Right before that, a tweet says, "They hired her after that," referring to Allison Parker, the reporter who was in the middle of an interview when this all took place. Another tweet, EEOC, report filed. And the final one in this sequence that we grabbed here says Allison made racist comments. Now, let me walk you through the video we're about to show you. And before we even get to it, I preface it with a warning that we have been very careful to try to be authentic about what has taken place this morning, but sensitive to the nature of what's taken place as well. Now, as we mentioned, there was an intense search and chase for Flanagan this morning for several hours and on various Virginia roadways, including I-64. Now, here's why. This morning around 6:45 at Bridgewater Plaza, which is an entertainment center near Smith Mountain Lake, you see Allison Parker conducting the live interview. 7 seconds in, there's the first shot of about 6 to 8 gunshots that ring out. We've muted the screams as Parker ran. You see that the camera went down and the coverage immediately cuts back to a stunned anchor on the set. And right here, the camera was still rolling. So this was the image of Flanagan that was captured from it at close range that allowed the investigation to immediately begin. A short time later, the station's general manager confirmed the worst.
It is my very, very sad duty to report that we have determined through the help of the police and our own employees that Allison and Adam died this morning shortly after 6:45 when the shots rang out.
Person was also injured in this shooting. That was Vicki Gartner, head of the Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce. You see her there in the white jacket. She was shot in the back and she is now in surgery. We don't have an update on her condition, but again, the latest report is that the suspect, Vester Flanagan, is dead, apparently of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. We're going to continue to follow the very latest developments here in the newsroom, but for now, back to you.
Anita, thank you. And we are working to learn more about the shooting victims right now. Our Stephanie Harris joins us live now in the studio with more. Stephanie?
Katie, we learned that Allison Parker grew up in Virginia. She went to JMU, and this was her first full-time job as a reporter. Her biography online says she enjoyed kayaking, musicals, and watching Jeopardy. Her boyfriend, who is an anchor at the station, posted these tweets online. "We didn't share this publicly, but Parker and I were very much in love. We just moved in together. I am numb. We were together almost 9 months. It was the best 9 months of our lives. We wanted to get married. We just celebrated her 24th birthday." Local reporters say that Ward graduated from Virginia Tech. The 27-year-old photographer was engaged to the morning producer at the station, and she was working in the control room when the shooting happened. A spokesperson for the station says that he was their go-to guy. He had been with the station for 4 years. We are also told that he and Allison Parker were good friends, and you can see photos of them together on WAVY.com. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.
Now, we told you we do have a crew on the way.
Let's get right to 10 on your side's Andy Fox, who is headed west towards Linden. Andy?
Donna, Katie, I'm with photojournalist Joel Hilton. We're heading 95 north right now. We just left the Richmond area. We're going to take 95 north up to 17 west. 17 west will then cut across to Linden, Virginia. That is where the suspect was finally tracked down, and that is also where we are now being told that he killed himself. A hot pursuit with law enforcement. We were getting videos from across Virginia, especially on 81, the chase that was taking place. At one point, we saw 6 to 8 law enforcement vehicles that were trying to track him down, it was believed. But obviously, when we saw that video, he had already made his way, appears to be heading north on 81. He then heads 81, heading up to Front Royal to Route 66, and we are seeing that there is a major traffic issue as we look at the maps that we are looking at the exit on Route 55 in Linden, Virginia. That is right near 66, a small town of Linden. Been through it before, but that's obviously where this has ended. I am with Joel Hilton right now, and that's where we are heading. But it is absolutely, I've been in this business since 1984, have never heard or experienced anything like this in a local television market that has unfolded today. Guys, back to you.
Very true, Andy. Thank you for that. And our coverage of this morning's deadly shooting continues right now on WAVY.com. You can see tweets from the affected station as well as pictures of the victims and suspect.